warm welcome to you all. Our guest tonight is Diksha Jeewon. She is a dance instructor and a Zumba coach at the Nalini dance group. During this episode, Diksha is going to explain to us more about her passion for dancing and the role of fitness in her life. Diksha, thank you so much for joining us in the studio of the MBC.
It's a pleasure to be here, Koya. Thank you.
Diksha, it's important to exercise. I think these are words that we hear every time, and people have always been finding a way to make exercises fun.
Yeah.
One solution is dancing. You are a dance instructor and a Zumba coach. Tell us more about what dance exercise is exactly about.
Okay, so the word dance exercise itself tells you about it. Dancing and exercising at the same time. So, it is a very lively type of exercise. So when you are exercising, you have a lively music, you have lots of friends with you, they are cheering you up, you're smiling, laughing, having fun, and the music also is very lively. So dancing and exercising at the same time gives you it boosts up your metabolism. It gives you lots of energy. So I think I have experienced it myself. I can tell you, dance exercise is one of the best way you can do your exercise.
So we
Yeah.
can say that dance in a way is a very unique activity, and it can be viewed both as a sport as well as an art, right?
Yes, indeed. I would portray dance exercise as both a sport and as an art. Why? Because when you talk about dance exercise itself tells you that you are exercising, you are doing a sport. And if you combine it with art, so in my dance classes, normally we dance in front of a mirror. So, we are very interactive. So interaction is an art. And you are dancing with lots of energy, you are doing your facial expressions, your gestures, you're smiling. So this is itself an art. So, we dance exercise gives you, it is a both combination of dance
Sport.
yeah, you are doing your sport and it is an art at the same time.
Yes.
It's a good combination.
Yeah, it's a blend of both
Yeah.
then. We can say that it requires a certain level of creativity as well, right?
Yeah,
To
exactly.
choreograph
Yeah.
a dance routine, even if it's for Zumba.
Yeah, exactly. We have certain routine, we have certain choreograph that we do in our class. Actually, I would tell you, I plan all my classes before I start the class. I mean, it's quite normal. We need to plan our classes, which song I will be doing, which step I will be choreographing today. So all is planned,
Okay, beforehand, yes.
Yeah.
And Diksha, before we talk more about the importance of dance, tell us first of all, how did you develop the interest in fitness and dance?
Okay, so a small story behind that. When I was very young, I used to dance. I mean, I used to close myself in my room. I was
Okay.
very reserved, shy type at that time. I was very young. So at that moment, I really loved dancing. So I would close myself in my room in front of my fan and mirror. So I would do my gestures like Bollywood actresses like
Yes.
Madhuri. So I'm just trying to imitate them at that time. And from that moment, so I have got to know that I have that talent on me. So from that moment, also, yeah, I had put on some weight. I was
A bit
like,
chubby, yeah.
yeah, I was like a bit chubby, and I wanted to be lean. So at that time, I didn't. I didn't used to go to gym. So one of the best way I thought, so let's do it with dancing. I tried to lock myself in my room, like I told you, in front of the mirror. I would try to develop certain steps on myself, which I learned. So, the postures with your hand, 1, 2, 3, with your legs. So that kept me, that showed me how I can be fit. So if I can do it, so surely I can do it with others. So that's how it developed. Yeah.
Have you done any training then regarding dance?
Sure, definitely. Definitely, I have done many training, many hectic workshop, boot camp. So, to give your student 100%, you need to train a hardcore one for 200%. So I have had many trainings.
Tell us then about the different dance forms that you know, that you've trained.
Okay, so we have various forms of dancing. We have hip hop, ballet, salsa, we have sega, the Bhojpuri types that we have. But in our classes, I would say it's like a fusion. We mix all of them in one choreograph. You know, so sometime you will get hip hop style, sometime you will get salsa, you will get ballet. So you know, it's a mix up, it's a fusion. I am not specialized like to do my choreograph in only one form of dancing.
Yes.
It's a mix up.
Would you say it's more difficult then to bring all of this together in one dance?
No, not really, because you know, as I've told you, I am already well prepared before I do my class. So I need to know the step myself, so that I can
Yes.
teach it, I can deliver it to my students. So I prepare everything. I don't think it's
Preparation is key.
yeah, exactly. We need to prepare ourselves to give our student the good work, you know.
Exactly, true.
Yeah.
Diksha, what motivated you then to be a dance instructor and Zumba coach at the Nalini dance group? How was your journey?
Okay, so as I told you, this story behind this is when I was young, I had become a little chubby. So from that moment, I knew that I had that power, you know, of teaching, of getting lean, of getting fit. So I knew that I can do something called fitness. So I could see that result on me. And surely, of course, I can
You wanted
deliver
to
it to
impart them to
someone.
others as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So when did you start your journey at the Nalini dance group?
It all started before, I mean, after 2018. So in 2018, I participated in Miss India Worldwide. And after that, Nalini proposed me to be in the Nalini dance group, which is a very blessed feeling for me. You know, it's like something I always wanted, I love doing. So it's a very blessed feeling for me to be part of Nalini dance group. And also, I would say after that, she proposed me to be a fitness instructor, dancing instructor, because I mean she used to train me. You know, she was the one who would give me those hardcore, hectic
Yes.
training workshops and all. So yeah, it all where it started.
How was that experience for you to be part of that group? And now, in fact, you're the one who is handling it, right?
Yeah, I
Along
am
with
the
your
lead
husband Hans.
dancer. I am the lead dancer of Nalini Dance Group. I would not say hectic, but it was very challenging for me. Why? Because in the beginning, I told you I'm very reserved type. I was very shy
Shy.
type. So it took me I mean, it took me some time to get that evolution. I mean, to face my audience. It's not that easy, you know.
Yes.
When I was small, I would be dancing with my family. So, you know, dancing in front of family and dancing in front of 500, 100 people is something
It's
very
very
difficult.
different, of course.
It's very different. So I managed. I took up the challenges, and also Nalini Dance Group developed me. It changes my personality development. I've got very good personality development. From that moment, I started Nalini Dance Group.
How did you try to overcome the stage fright?
One best thing is breathe in, breathe out, which I always recommend my students if they are good, if they are surfacing some hectic, I mean, audiences, always breathe in and breathe out. That's very important, and to keep calm. To keep calm is very, you need to be yourself and you deliver that good thing that you want to. If you're talented, I mean, what I had on my head was, I am a very talented girl and I wanted to show that to people, you know, so that
Have to
was
believe
my,
in yourself
yeah, I
as
had
well.
to believe in myself. And I mean, to be on stage is one of the best feeling I can tell you. Huh? to be with those audiences clapping their hand and you're dancing, you're
Yes.
cheering them up, you're smiling, you're bringing those facial expressions. It's very nice.
So very happy
It's a
vibes,
very
right?
good feeling.
Yes, true. Well, Diksha, Zumba is in fact a fitness program that combines Latin and international music with the dance moves. Zumba routines incorporate interval training, that is alternating fast and slow rhythm. Tell us more about this dance form and how did you actually choose to be a Zumba instructor?
Okay, so firstly, I'll talk about the music. I'm very selective about my music, when I do my classes. So first of all, at the beginning of the class, we need to know what kind of music we are putting. You know, from it's like a chart. You start from low basis, you go up, and then you go down. So I need to be very selective about my music, and also the way that I do the fitness, the Zumba, the fitness class. It should be very lively. It should be very interactive with your students. It's not just about student and teacher. It should be more like friendly type.
Yes.
And also the rhythm, the beat of dancing should be very important. Zumba is a Latin dance movement. So we need to know, if you're going to your right, you're going to your left. You need to know the exact steps you are doing, and you need to make sure that your students are following you the same way. That's important.
Yes. How would you say Zumba is different from aerobic?
Well, it's not that different. I will say the main difference between Zumba and aerobic is that Zumba, it is more, the movements of Latin dance movements that we have. It is a mode of exercise, of course.
Yes.
Whereas aerobic is basically a planned workout on every part of our body individually. So you will see there is no such big difference. The context is the same, but it is performed in a different way. Yeah.
But does aerobic help us to develop more muscular body
Yeah,
compared to
course.
Zumba, which is
Of
more
course.
on cardio type?
Of course, of course. Actually, Zumba plays a different role differently, and aerobic, as I told you, both of them have the same context, but it is played in a different way. So both of them, you are doing your exercise, you're sweating. So what can be more good about that?
Diksha, you are the Zumba instructor. Do you think that Zumba classes require more good body music coordination?
Exactly, exactly. As I told you, we need to have very good music coordination. That's very important. And just imagine you are doing a dance class, and the music is like very low. So it will not boost up that energy level. It will not give you that boost up energy to dance. So we need to have very good energy. We need to have very good music coordination. That's very important. And I'm very selective about my music also. And if 1 week I have put this music, I'll try next week I'll put something else, just to not make it monotone.
Yes,
You know,
to get boring.
exactly,
Then.
exactly. I try to differ the music, the warm up.
What other physical benefits would you say that Zumba can give?
We have lots of benefits. We have lots of benefit. One of them I would say is, firstly, you're doing your exercise. You're keeping yourself fit and lean. That's one of the best way. That's fine. So secondly is, you develop a very good personality change. Yeah, it develop yourself from what you were, from what you will become. It's a very it's a different stage.
To leave, can
Yeah,
say.
yeah. And also, yeah, you it's not about only your physical movements. It's about also your psychological thinking. It develop you physically and psychologically as well.
It helps to relieve stress then.
Yeah. I would say, when you are dancing, I always tell my students, so when you're coming to my class, you leave all your routine, your work, your stress, your children's thought, the hectic life that you have at home or at the office, and we are going to share something new in the class. So from that, after the class, they are like someone very new. You know,
Get
they
more
have
energy, more
changed.
energetic,
Yeah.
right? Like you said,
Emotionally,
yes.
psychologically, and of course, physically.
Hmm. It's also a good moment to socialize, make new friends, right? When you're in the Zumba class, meeting different people and connecting.
Exactly. So that's what dance exercise is about. You know, you imagine yourself, you are dancing, I mean, you are doing your exercise alone, you know? So you might feel a bit boring. You'll
Lethargic.
get tired soon.
Yes, no motivation.
Exactly. So dancing, so that's what dance exercise is about. You have a very friendly atmosphere. You get very interactive with your friends. So even myself, I am not like, you know, teach, coach and student approach. We are mostly like friends
Hmm.
in the
But
class.
but is warm up important before doing Zumba, or it's not required?
Definitely, we need to do warm up. I mean, be it any fitness, whatever fitness it is, we need to do warm up. That's very important.
Diksha, explain to us, where do you get inspiration to choreograph a dance routine?
That inspiration comes within myself, and as I told you, from a very young age, I have been dancing on my own. So you know, to choreograph that dance is not that difficult for me because it's already on my head. It's on my blood. So it's not something like I need to go on YouTube to learn steps. It's all on my head. So I get it tick for tack like that.
You go with the
Quickly.
flow
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
And what are the factors that you believe a beginner should take into consideration before joining a Zumba class or any other dance exercise?
Okay, so I would say my approach with
Mhm.
the beginner is different, you know, compared to my students that were already here. So a beginner, we need to know how to approach them because you know they're beginners.
Yes.
They're new to the classes and. I am very like friendly. I ask them about their health, if they are okay, if what work they do. You know, we need to know about our students' background. I mean, we need to know overall about them, and
Yes.
from that, I got to know if I've got to know about their health, if they have some health issues, so I will know how to deal with that. I'll not be so hectic, you know, in my classes. I'm like always shouting, "Come on, you can do it! 1, 2, 3, come on!" So I'm like that
Yes,
in my class.
but Diksha, being a Zumba instructor, dance coach, is actually not so easy. It requires certain hard work. It's also a big responsibility, right?
Yeah.
So, what are the challenges that you face as a fitness dance instructor every day?
The challenges are not every day, thankfully, but we do face challenges because, you know, being a human being, you can get ill, you can get fever, you can be tired,
Of
you
course,
know. So it's not difficult, but it's quite challenging, you know, to sometime if I'm ill, if I'm having some body pain, and I have to do my classes, so it's hectic, but it's not impossible. I know how to deal with my classes.
yeah.
So that's fine with me. I know how to deal with them.
Yes. And how do you feel that being a fitness coach has helped you in your personality development?
Exactly, have got many changes. When I was young, I was very reserved type, shy type. So you know, from what I was before and what I am today, there is a big difference. I have grown up so much. You know, being the first princess of Miss India worldwide and coming to the platform of a fitness coach is something very different. So fitness coach, you are living the dream every day. You know, I have my classes every day. So it's like I have got many personality developments. Yeah.
Yes. Diksha, you've mentioned earlier you had actually been part of a beauty pageant, but you had also actually won the title Miss Talent, right?
Yeah.
Tell us more about it. Did you actually choreograph a dance? How did you win the title?
Okay, so it all started in 2018. I took part in Miss India Worldwide 2018, and it was a very good experience for me. I won the title of First Princess, Miss Talent, and
Wow.
Miss Sari Queen. So you know these awards took me lots of blessing. It was like a blessing in disguise for me. So after that, that I joined the Nalini dance group.
Okay.
Yes.
Were you expecting to win the title of Miss Talent?
Uh, I, w- I was confident about myself. I was confident, but I am not so overconfident
Yes, of
type.
course.
I am not that overconfident type, but I knew I can do it.
You believed in your
I
potential.
believed in my talent, in myself, so I worked for it too. I had many trainings. I had many sessions of public speaking sessions, trainings, workouts. So it was easy for me.
And besides actually being a dance coach, you are also a woman entrepreneur specializing in
Yes.
pineapple growing, right?
Yes.
Tell us more about it. What are the skills required to be in that field?
Okay, so apart from a fitness coach, I am a beauty therapist, and also I am a woman entrepreneur. I do cultivation of pineapple. So before the pandemic, I was doing distributions of pineapples around the island in hotels. So because of the pandemic, tourists stopped coming. So I had got some issues with that. So it's last year that it's my father who gave me that,
Okay.
that idea to why don't you do your own plantations? So, from last year I started doing my own cultivation of pineapple. And it's not easy, you know why? Because being a girl to go in the field of pineapple, I don't do it myself. I have workers who work with me, but still you need to love the soil. Like, you hold sand with your hand like that.
Yes.
You need to know how to hold that soil with your hand. You need to love that. So that's how it all started.
We are actually drawing towards the end of this episode, but before that, Diksha, what are your ambitions now? Are you actually working on a specific project?
Yes, actually I have 2 3 projects. One I would like to tell you about is personal development coaching. I want to be I want to specialize a bit more on personal development coaching. So I'm working on it. I am doing some trainings and all. So yeah, soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
And any advice you would like to give to our audience, especially our youngsters, to encourage them to dream bigger, but also to adopt a healthy lifestyle?
Yes, definitely. I have many. I have lots of advice. Firstly, I would say you need to dream big. It's very important. Firstly, you need to target one thing. You target it, you dream it. You dream it every day, every single day, and then you achieve it. So, you target one thing, you dream it, and then you achieve it. It's like a chain. And also to develop a very good, healthy lifestyle. That's very important. Why? Because youngsters nowadays having junk food every day, going to restaurant, coffee shops.
Yeah.
So we need to reduce that a bit, because whatever you will plant today, you will
Repeat.
repeat. You will repeat in 10, 15 years. So you need to know what you are eating today, so that it will reflect you at your old age. So that's the best advice that I'll give to a youngster.
Definitely, Diksha. Dear viewers, we have now come to the end of this episode. Thank you for your time. We hope to catch you next week at the same time, same channel. Have a great evening.